to Darian and Mike's video about clouds, icing, and thunderstorms. Get ready for having a good time because we're going to be starting with clouds and get you guys all excited. Yeah. Hi, this is Darian Durstein right here, sitting in this beautiful chair on a nice, beautiful day. Well, we're first going to start out with clouds. There are three types of clouds, or families, what you would say, and there are low clouds, middle clouds, and high clouds. Well, low clouds go from strato to stratus, and they're called strato or stratus, and that goes from the surface to 6,500 feet. But there are also middle clouds, and they would be called alto. That goes from 6,500 feet to 16,500. And the high clouds are called cirro or cirrus, which as you look today, we will have some beautiful cirrus clouds flying high in the sky. Over 16,500 feet. Isn't that nice? Hello, it's Darian back again, and for right now, we're going to be talking about some high, nice, nasty clouds. Well, we got the towering cumulus cloud, which is a cloud that is very strong and it has convective, like good turbulence. You don't want to fly through that. You'll be bouncing a little bit. But then there's also the cumulonimbus cloud. And the cumulonimbus means that the cloud actually has moisture in it and it can cause rain. And you don't want to go through that because the turbulence is even stronger than usual. So, as I recommend, fly around the clouds. How you doing? Well, as we're going to show an example of an airplane going through a towering cumulus cloud, this cloud is not a cumulonimbus, so it's not dissipating yet. But as you see, the airplane will go through the cloud, and it'll be a little shaky going through there. You're going to get some good turbulence. But as you go through the cumulonimbus cloud, you might get an anvil top, which is very dangerous. You don't want to go through that kind of stuff. As your plane goes through that, this is what you'll see. A lot of turbulence. And you'll get some water on top of that with rain. Whoa! Whoa! Look at that! See, that's just something you don't want to risk. Hello, this is Darian back in business again. As I just talked about clouds, now we're going to be talking about the thunderstorms. Well, there are three types of thunderstorms. There are the cumulus, there's three parts of a thunderstorm. There's cumulus, mature, and dissipating. Well, the cumulus stage is continuous updrafts. They carry moisture aloft, which condenses in the cumulus cloud, so it makes the cloud rise up and get higher. Then there's the mature stage. Well, the first downdrafts start to form. You might get a little bit of rain here and there, and the rain actually hits the Earth's surface. So this indicates that there is a mature thunderstorm brewing up. And also, hail is being produced during the mature stage, but the hail is being produced from water going up and down continuously, then freezing. And as it freezes in the big globs, hail doesn't directly fall below the cloud. The hail will be an updraft flying out of the cloud and hitting somewhere else, just like that. But large hail is most commonly found in thunderstorms which have strong updrafts and large liquid water content. Updrafts cause the hailstones to pass up and down through the freezing level and start falling to the earth. Well, the last stage is dissipating. Dissipating stage is only just downdrafts and rain, so it can be dangerous to fly through because your plane may actually start losing altitude as you go through from the continuous down. Oh, where's my airplane at? Okay, we're fine with that. We can use my hand. Well, your plane will start sinking down from the downdrafts, and that could be very dangerous. You get ice and water and snow pushing you. Don't risk it. Well, as you know, there's three stages. Now you got them all down. Thank you. Hello, back again with Darian. Well, as I talked about the clouds and the cumulus and the thunderstorms and the different kinds of clouds, we're going to be talking about the types of thunderstorms now. Well, there's four major types of thunderstorms that we should be watching out for. There are the air mass thunderstorm, and that is caused by the sun's heat producing updrafts. Whew, dangerous. Whew. And there's frontal thunderstorms, caused by the lifting action of a front. And there are also supercell thunderstorms. Supercell are dangerous. That is a thunderstorm with a characteristic overshooting top, like an anvil top, which can cause enough energy to punch through the tropopause into the stratosphere. And there's also Bob's favorite, squall line thunderstorms. If you talk to Bob, he'll know all about these. He's a good, smart man. And they are caused by the buckling up of an air in advance of a fast-moving cold front. The most severe weather conditions are associated with squall lines and supercell thunderstorms, which are tornadoes, there's high winds, and hail. 3 major things that are dangerous for airplanes. Thank you. As you see today, we have a Heston plane flying about 7,000 feet above the school, almost in the clouds. Very dangerous. You gotta watch out. You gotta stay below those clouds. That's risky moves. There he goes along the tree line. Beautiful airplane, isn't it? Hello, I'm back again with Darian's explanations about airplanes. Well, as of now, we're going to be talking about fog. When the air temperature cools to the dew point, water vapor condenses, forming fog. Fog could also be form when a rising dew point when water vapor is added to the air. The difference between air temperature and dew point is called the temperature dew point spread. Well, if the spread is 3 degrees Celsius, also 5 degrees Fahrenheit, or less, and the temperature is dropping, expect fog or low clouds to form. Well, there are 5 different kinds of fogs I will talk about right now. First, we have radiation fog. This is also known as ground fog. Warm, moist air and a clear, calm night are favorable conditions for radiation fog. The ground cools the air to its dew point. Light winds stir up the fog, making it deeper. So as you have a cool ground like that and the fog starts rising up, it's a nice little view you'll see when you're walking around. And there is advection fog, also known as sea fog. It forms when the moist air condenses as it moves over a cooler surface. A moist air mass moving inland from the coast in winter could form advection fog. And there's also steam fog. That's a good one. Forms in the winter when cold, dry air from the land moves over warmer ocean waters. Expect low-level turbulence and icing, so that's a dangerous situation. And this could form. Say you're in Texas. It's cold in the winter. The air is going down north to south into the Caribbean. That can cause some steam fog. And there's also, the last one is, or actually, not the last one, but there's one more before the last one. There's upslope fog. Upslope fog is when air cools to its dew point as it moves up a slope. So there may not be fog at the bottom, but as the air goes up and cools down, it can form fog, for us known as a cloud as we see it. And this cloud on the mountaintop would be upslope fog to someone on the mountain. So you understand that? And there's also precipitation-induced fog. That's rain-induced fog, as air picks up moisture from the rain, which rises its dew point enough to form fog. And as we were talking about the upslope fog, let's go to another section here to talk about the clouds of the upslope. Well, there's 2 clouds that can form as they go upslope, and that is the rotor cloud and the lenticular cloud. Well, when the winds push up like that, they could be very strong, which can hit 40 knots, and that's something you don't want to risk going through. As Bob Harder says, if you pull your plane through a rotor cloud, it can spin your plane in pieces and rip it apart in shreds. Don't risk it. And there's also the lenticular cloud. If enough moisture is present in the air, almond or lens shaped, here let me show you here, lens shaped standing lenticular clouds might mark the presence of a mountain wave. These clouds show little or no movement because they are continuously forming and dissipating, but they contain strong winds and turbulence. Thank you very much. Hey, Darian Durstein back with you guys again. Well, as of now, since we went through our thunderstorms, our clouds, and our fog, we're going to be talking about icing. Ice, my favorite. Well, in order for structural ice to form, the temperature at the dew point where visible moisture strikes the aircraft must be at or below freezing level. Frost may form in flight when a cold aircraft descends from the zone of below freezing temperatures of the zone of freezing temperatures with high relative humidity. So if your airplane's cold, you start going down, you're gonna start getting some dangerous frost. Well, there's 3 types of ice for an aircraft, and ice depends on the size of the water droplets that hit your airplane. Well, the first one is rime. It's like a brittle frost, so you can see like little crystals on it, a little spiky, and it really messes up your wing shape. So this will cause you to have more drag and less lift. And they are caused by small water droplets as found in stratiform clouds. Next one is clear. Clear icing is a nice one. It looks good. Well, it's hard and glossy. It's caused by large water droplets, which spread before freezing, is found in cumuliform clouds. So, as I talked earlier, these big cumuliform clouds are dangerous. Watch out. And the highest accumulation rates of clear ice occur as a result of freezing rain. That's freezing rain, not good. It's the presence of ice pellets means there is a freezing rain at higher altitudes. So as you start hitting ice pellets when you're flying, there is freezing rain above you. It's getting colder and colder, and it drops and turns into pellets as it hits your plane. Very dangerous. Don't want them. And as all pilots should know, if you start getting icing on your airplane, I recommend landing at a higher speed, because you don't want to land too slow, because you'll drop. That plane will drop very quickly. So you just want to land a little faster than usual so you can get on that runway and have a happy day. This is Darian Durstein here speaking with you on a beautiful night for an interview with the beautiful champion IFR 2-hour pilot right here, rated champion man of the world, Trevor Nannellini. So, what's an airplane?
An airplane, I get this question a lot, being a pilot that has accumulated 2 hours of actual instrument in the course of my lifetime. An airplane is something that flies in the air.
Great answer.
Yes.
So, how does an airplane fly? Do the wings flap?
I always thought that until I started the aviation program here, but apparently there's an engine and it's got a propeller on it. And the propeller produces thrust and the wings produce lift, which makes it fly.
Sounds like a good idea right there.
It's really hard to understand at first.
Yeah, because that's how I always thought they flap, because I see birds flap.
You put the studying in and everything just comes naturally.
So, how may your beard help you fly better?
My beard helps me fly better because, like, if I go on a long cross country and I have something to eat that's really good and it gets in my beard, I just don't comb it out. I leave it. That way, like, I can just, like, get it later, you know, and have something good to smell on in the airplane.
Alright. Sounds like a great
and
plan.
Plus, when I land at the FBO, the ladies like it a lot.
Okay.
So it's always good to have a beard.
That's always understandable.
Yeah.
So, since you have your type rating for jets and all that, and you just got offered a job for flying a Boeing 747, was it?
Yep. I can't talk about it too much.
Okay.
Obama's involved, and he doesn't.
Yeah.
But we can talk a little bit about it.
Okay. All right. You sound like Harrison Ford a little bit.
I watch Harrison Ford movies. He's my favorite actor in the world, the ultimate manly man.
Okay.
And, but he crashed an airplane recently. So.
Okay. I like Denzel Washington myself.
He's pretty cool. Yeah.
All right.
He wasn't on Snakes on a Plane, was he? No, he was on Flight.
He was on Flight.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like Snakes on a Plane.
Okay. All right. Well, as speaking with the King Nannellini here, I think I learned a lot more information that I need to know when I
think
fly.
I learned a lot from this interview myself.
It was a great time meeting you. Very professional captain, pilot right here. Unbelievable.
Always wear your headset.
I always keep mine on 24/7.
Anyway, it was good meeting you.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for joining the video here of learning about clouds, icing, and thunderstorms. And donations are accepted.